KHTS. Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Hey, make sure you go to hometownstation.com for all the latest and greatest in the Santa Clarita Valley. And speaking of the greatest in Santa Clarita, we have some very special guests in studio. And not Jesse. Jesse is not our special guest.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, but the Santa Clarita Valley, they have this recognition dinner every year. This is their 8th annual recognition dinner, the Leaders of Character, Boy Scouts of America Leaders of Character Dinner. And they are honoring Kristen and Fred Arnold, Kirsten and Carrie Quashen, and also Margo and Bob Hudson, and joined in studio by Margo and Bob Hudson. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. Good morning.
Yeah, it's good to have you guys in here. So how did you guys get involved in the Leaders of Character? Like, have you guys been involved with the Boy Scouts for a long time? How did you guys get involved with this?
Well, I've been involved with Boy Scouts my entire life, but actually was quite surprised when several months ago I was approached and told that they selected Margo and I to be one of the couples. So it was quite an honor, and had attended some of the events, but nothing major until they said, wow, yeah, you're going to be recognized, and it was really quite an honor.
And so Margo, how did you feel when you heard that you guys were nominated?
I was very proud for Bob because he's the one involved in the Scouts, not me.
Okay, and so you've been involved for a long time. What does that mean? Does that mean are you an Eagle Scout?
Yes, I am.
Oh, all right.
The whole family. My brother and I were Scouts together. My boys were Scouts. My oldest son is an Eagle Scout. So we've got 2 brothers and 2 generations that spend a lot of time in Scouting.
Okay, so I was doing some research here, and it says here that the annual dinner recognizes honorees from the Santa Clarita Valley who exemplify the character, values, and leaderships espoused by the Boy Scout oath and the Scout law in their personal and public lives. So how does that, when you hear that, how does that make you feel when you are the honorees in this for this special event?
Well, personally, it makes me feel very proud. You're raised as a kid, and you learn the Scout oath and the Scout motto, and you try and live up to it. Of course, we all fail at times, but to think that there's a group of people in this town that feel I come close to living up to what I was raised to believe as a Scout really means a lot to me.
And Margo, you're being honored for that same thing. It's just because he's a Boy Scout doesn't mean that you're not being honored as well. So how does that make you feel that you're being honored for those things?
I'm being honored for being Mrs. Hudson, or?
Oh, no way. No way. You're being honored because you are exemplify character, values, and leadership. That's in the community.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
And Margo, you are involved in a lot of stuff in the community. Most recently, you were a Santa Clarita Unsung Hero. You can go to our website and check that out.
I know.
And so you're doing a lot of stuff right now with single mothers outreach, right?
Right.
Yeah. So what type of stuff are you doing over there?
What type of stuff?
Yeah.
Well, it's an everyday volunteer work. I enjoyed it very, very much. It's very fulfilling. I'm surrounded with incredibly great volunteer helping me. There's no way I could do this by myself, and I'm just very proud of where it's going.
I think she's done a great job over the last, it's been, oh boy, almost a year now since she started and had this vision where that she wanted to create the Closet on Main to support single mothers outreach, and it's been her drive and her dedication that's made this work. And I know I, as well as everybody at Single Mothers and anybody who's been in Closet of Maine, has got to be real proud of what she's done and the commitment she's made to support the community and Single Mothers outreach with the efforts of developing Closet on Main, which is just a marvelous place and certainly reflects Margo's character and her background and what she's committed to this community.
Absolutely. And we're gonna talk more with you guys. I'm gonna do a quick traffic update. We'll go to break and then we'll talk more. AM 1220 KHTS. Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Make sure you go to hometownstation.com for more information on all things Santa Clarita. And one of the things going on in the Santa Clarita Valley, the Boy Scouts of America Leaders of Character dinner, and they're honoring two people in studio, and it's not me and it's not Jesse. So it's Margo and Bob Hudson. Maybe next year. Well, yeah, we'll work on it for next year. But Margo and Bob Hudson, they're going to be honored at the Leaders of Character dinner, the 8th annual Leaders of Character dinner, and that is going to be September 28th. And the annual dinner recognizes honorees from the Santa Clarita Valley who exemplify the character, values, and leadership espoused by the Boy Scout oath and the Scout law in their personal and public lives, and very involved in the community, these two. But what would you say to somebody who's thinking about going to the event? If they were on the fence about it, what would you say to them?
Well, I'd like to encourage anybody to attend that would like to. In fact, even if you wouldn't like to, come anyways. It's really a great event. It's at our local Hyatt, of course. We have all of our events there, but it's a great opportunity to not just say thank you to the Boy Scouts for all they do, but to help financially support Scouts. Scouts, there's a lot of controversy, like anything in today's environment. Everything has its pros and cons, but I think the balance of Scouting is positive and certainly outweighs any potential negatives that people may have had over time. I think it's important that people understand the purpose of Scouting and to be here to support it. It does a lot for the whole community. It certainly can't hurt to try and instill in the youth, the young men of our community, some of the values to be a good person, or to try and be a good person. We're not always successful, but at least let's give them a foundation to try. And certainly Boy Scouts has done that for many people. I'd like to think it had a lot to do it for me. So I'd encourage people to attend, come by and thank the Arnolds and the Quashens for all they do in the community. Certainly very involved and very active, and extremely deserving of this award. I feel quite honored to be included.
That goes for you guys too. Don't just
thank you very much. It's we all do what we do, and we do our part, and it's certainly, I can't tell you that it's not nice to be recognized. In fact, over the years of recognitions, this probably means more to me than anything I've ever received, because of the impact and the fact that Scouting has meant so much to me, so much of my life. So it's really an honor for me, and I hope people take the time to attend September 28th at the Hyatt, and hopefully we'll see a large crowd there and support Scouting in the Santa Clarita Valley.
Yeah, and if you're thinking about joining Scouting, I mean, you get to go on camping trips and all that fun stuff too.
What got you into Scouting? Like, what is your history? I want to hear your history with that. Because I feel like I always looked at Boy Scout. I never joined, and I have no reason why, no particular reason. It just never happened. But it was so cool seeing, you progress through and you see all the accomplishments that they have. So I'm curious, like, obviously you started a while ago. I mean, it wasn't just a recent thing. I guess I'm a little bit younger than you, but
Bob's only 26 years old.
26 years old, same age. You're just a year older than us.
He's a year older than us, yeah.
But I'm interested to hear your history.
Well, my Scouting history started in Inglewood, California. My dad took me to, he was a member of the Moose Lodge, and the Moose Lodge had a scout troop. So he took me when I became old enough. I guess I was probably 10 or so. Somewhere around that age, went to the Moose Lodge and joined Scouts. And he said, well, what are we going to do? He says, well, we're going to go camping. I said, oh, really? When are we going to go camping? Because I'd really never been camping. And they said, well, next weekend. And that started it off. And so I lived in a lot of different places. Probably the best way to put it is 1 year, one school, one state. But the one consistent thing I had was there was always a scout troop.
Sure.
And the hiking, the backpacking, the sailing, the fishing, just earning all the merit badges, working up to the ranks, becoming an Eagle Scout. Ended up then joining the Navy, military for 5.5 years, then college, then work, and then family. And then when my boys were old enough, wanted to have a troop that was active, and there was really none in the area, so we founded our own troop, Troop 733 in Yorba Linda. Small troop, about 7 guys to start with, and we were a backpacking, camping, rock climbing, adventure type thing. So just to expose boys to that opportunity to get them out in the out where you can see stars.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of these kids had never seen stars because they live in the city.
Sure.
And, you know, learn how to make a fire and camp in the snow and put a pack on your back and hike 10 miles. It's a massive accomplishment, and it, as I told my son, you know, once you learn these skills, I can never take them away from you.
Absolutely.
So,
It seems like something that would set you up for other opportunities like the military, where as opposed to a guy just, you know, coming off the street. It seems like you're more prepared almost in an essence, where you have those outdoor skills, you know, more so than you're just a guy that's, you know, you just join right out of high school or whatever like that. So it seems like it would work well.
well, certainly for that, but also, you know, for just life, for education, for schooling. I mean, you have to, you know, to earn the merit badges, you have to read, you have to study, you have to do the work, and then you have to physically do it. It's all of the things and the exposure that you get to from swimming, rock climbing, fishing, mechanics, home repairs. You know, it covers a whole gambit. So it gives you a good exposure to just what's out there, what's life, what's it take to get from point A to point B.
Yeah, exactly. And it seems, I mean, from what I know, the Eagles becoming an Eagle Scout is like the highest of the high. It's like it's a big deal as far as the Scouts are concerned, correct?
Yeah, it's pretty significant. The very small percentage of Scouts actually make Eagle. The Santa Clarita Valley is very fortunate. We have a large group of Eagles, and every year more and more. So very, very intensive, very progressive scouting program in the Santa Clarita Valley that really encourages Eagles. The Eagle Project that has become much more now than it was when I was a youth and working for it. The things some of these kids put together on their Eagle projects is just amazing, and it really teaches all the skills of organization, fundraising, getting out and getting volunteers, designing, going through the approval process. Sometimes it requires permits. It's very exciting. So it's a great opportunity, and certainly it's one of my honors to be included amongst all of the youth and adults who made it to Eagle.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And Margo, you're being honored too, okay? It's not just him, okay? All right, well, you're not getting out of this. You're not getting out of this.
Put a smile on that face.
Yeah, you're the one that motivated him to do all this stuff. So that's
I did.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Margo and Bob Hudson, thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And make sure you go September 28th to the 8th Annual Recognition Dinner. And more information, you can call Ransom Boynton. Actually, if you call 284-6330 or email rboynton at bsamail.org. Thank you guys again for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, and thanks to KHTS for supporting Boy Scouts and Leaders of Character.
Excellent. Thank you guys.